So, welcome everyone to Sophia Unleashed, the closing ceremony, the return of holy wisdom. And I've titled this little talk, The Journey Ahead, because we are full right now. It was so interesting. I would tell people when they'd say, okay, how's the summit doing? The minute I release another round of things for you to watch, it was almost like I could feel you eating. It was just like, everybody's fine. They've all got their stuff to watch. So it's good. It was pretty interesting to feel that in the collective for sure. All right, let's get ready and call in sacred space. Let's all take a big deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's just drop those grounding cords down. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. Send your roots down, all the way down into the earth. And then inhale, draw that earth energy up, up, up through your body. Send it up and out through the top of the head, connecting with the heart of the divine above us. Inhaling, draw that cosmic energy back down, send it all the way down into the earth, activating the as above, so below flow. Then connecting with that flow, breathing in, breathing out, activate the as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. Moving to the north, we welcome Mother Earth. We are so grateful, glad, excited to be here in physical bodies doing this sacred work right now. Moving to the south, we welcome water. We welcome clear, clean, current emotion. We welcome love and joy and flow and abundance. Moving to the west, we welcome air, mind, focus, and clarity. All of our guides, angels, allies, and helpers. And moving to the east, we welcome fire and movement, passion, divine right action. Moving to the center, we welcome our divine feminine and our divine masculine in sacred right relationship. We call that beautiful energy down through our bodies. We call up Mama Gaia to pull and magnetize that energy through us. And we welcome our own sweet, extraordinary souls into the circle. We ask that all of these energies be with us, pray with us, and dance with us for our mutual benefit. Oh, here we go. Hello. I thought I pushed stop. All right. Well, I hope, my sincere hope, is that you've answered this question for yourself, that you've come to your own answer. I hope that you dug deep, that you went deeply into your own soul and found her there, hanging out, just waiting patiently for you. And I hope your reunion was warm and comforting. And I hope you want more. She does too. I hope you continue to dive deeper into holy wisdom. And I hope you remember that it doesn't come from out there. She's right here all the time, right inside of you. She's the glue that holds us together. She breathes us every day. When I asked her what she wanted me to share, it was all about how much she loves us and how she's supporting us, and how all of this, no matter what your journey looked like, was a divine plan, a game of hide and seek, if you will, so that we would do just that, so that we would seek her. So we're going to talk a little bit today about trust. Good, Heather. Yeah, she's going to show up a lot. I will tell all of you right now, some of you have been around the block with me a while. You know, I've done summits in the past, and many of them were very potent, very powerful. This one was for her, and she just took it and ran. And so many people have mentioned to me how much they've gained from all of the speakers. Not to diminish our speakers, but I do believe that she had her hand in every single conversation, because I get that feedback from a lot of people, more than I've ever gotten it in the past. And, you know, there's summits out there everywhere. So it's real easy for us to just get inundated with information, which we're going to talk about here in just a moment. So that's why we're talking about trust. We're going to have to learn to be very discerning as we move forward. Trust is one of those universal laws. So we're all designed. I never understood this when I started learning. I never understood how to trust life, because many of us have experienced trauma in our life. And so then how are we supposed to trust life? Well, there's a reason for all that. We're going to talk about that. We're supposed to be able to trust that the world is a good place to be. And yet, you see the pictures I put up here. When we look around our world, that may feel very difficult to do, especially because of technology, as we were talking before we got started today. Because there's so much of it, because we can know things that even aren't happening. I mean, it's like, it's just there in our face all the time. So even if we weren't faced with so much chaos and change right now, because this is new, I mean, not real new, but there's more. There's more of it, or at least it feels like there's more of it than there has been in a while. So trust may have felt difficult for you maybe all your life. It was for me. So I just want you to take a moment right now and just ask yourself, maybe even want to put your hand on your heart, just connect there for a minute. Do I really trust? Can I trust myself? And when was the last time I can say I felt true trust? Take a moment and journal with those questions for just a minute. Just see what comes out on the paper. I didn't tell everybody to bring journals, but hopefully you have one handy. You might be surprised at what comes out on the paper. For any of you that are just jumping on, we're journaling with these questions. Do you really trust? Can you trust yourself? And when was the last time you felt true trust? Take another 30 seconds to just journal. You get my point. There's a fundamental reason why we feel like we can't trust. Most of us are not connected to our first dimension. Most of us don't even know what that is. Our first dimension is our soul. Our first dimension is our own holy wisdom. But when we came in, nobody told us that. There might have been religious training that taught us to go and connect with a deity. No one told us really that that wisdom was inside of us. And so that knowledge just kind of never connected because it was trained out of us. The one place, the one anchor that connects us to source, that reminds us of who we are and where we came from, our heart, our soul, has been usurped. Now, we'd like to think that it was something out there that did that. Nah, our own mind and our own ego usurped it. So think about it. When you make decisions, where have you been taught to make decisions from? Your mind. I teach medicine wheel practices, and Indigenous folks never made decisions with their mind. This is new. And our minds were never, ever meant to do the kind of work that we make it do. Our heart, our wisdom is equipped for that. But up until recently, no one has been speaking that for a minute. So we are at the end of an age of creating with the mind. and allowing the mind to drive the car. And now, just like we were talking before class, screens everywhere, programming everywhere all the time. How are we ever supposed to trust anything? What is our mind bombarded with every day? Toxic fear. That's just it. And because of that, we feel frozen. We feel unable to make intelligent decisions, unable to even think about how to manage our lives. We may feel stuck and afraid, and we'll be at one extreme or the other, either stuck and afraid and scurrying around making wild hair decisions that we shouldn't have made, or we'll be stuck and afraid and we just won't be doing anything. That isn't how we were meant to live. That's why Sophia is here. That was never the plan. We are meant to be sovereign. We're meant to bring our gifts powerfully into the world and usher in the changes necessary to restore order. How do we do that? Well, a good place to start would be connecting with our first dimension, with our heart, which literally holds a space for our soul. They call it the fifth chamber of the heart. There is a spot in there. And in some of the classes that I teach, we watch the videos where you see the two cells come together and a flash of light happens every single time. Go figure. Science knew all of this and gave it another explanation. I think I like mine better. But the way we salvage what we see around us, the way we restore order, is when we connect with our own soul with wisdom and we let holy wisdom drive the car through us. The reason we're afraid and the reason we can't trust is because we've lost touch with our true innate wisdom that we brought with us. It has never left us. Now, this is the part I really want you to hear. You know, we think that it's a mind game. It is not. Our bodies right now feel very frightened all the time. Sometimes even under our awareness, that constant anxiety underneath the surface. And even when there's nothing threatening us, we have food on the table, life is good, and we still feel it. And we can say, a lot of folks will say, well, I feel other people's, yeah, you probably do. That anxiety hangs like a shroud over humanity right now. But the reason is because our bodies know that wisdom isn't in charge right now. And anytime your anxiety spikes, it's because you have left your heart space and gone to your head. Our bodies know that wisdom isn't driving the car. And so they feel like our soul has left the building. So there's this constant, all the time. So how do we do that? And I know some of you are in Source Light School. Some of you know that there are ways to connect with your soul, literally every day. Our first dimension, our soul, lives within our hearts. It's been there this whole time, quietly pumping life force through our bodies, quietly holding space for us till we figure it out. It's as if we have our foot on idle. Our soul is where divine Sophia, holy wisdom, resides. But because this is a free will planet, she'll never make this decision for us. She quietly waits till we finally figure it out. And all the thinking and the striving and the trying to figure things out is never going to get us to where we want to go. And when we finally surrender our ego and our attachment to doing it ourselves, when we find our true soul and let it drive, when we let divine Sophia lead, the world suddenly becomes much safer. It feels much safer because it is. Because finally your body can trust that you're not going to make those wild decisions without checking in with your soul. And until your body trusts that, anxiety can be a way of life. That is not where we need to go right now. When we begin to put our soul in charge, amazing things can happen. The first thing is our body relaxes. I cannot tell you how many people have told me, Kathy, I don't feel afraid anymore. There's suddenly, that's number one. Number two, when you relax, you let life force flow through the body and you are given access to more. So we'll have more energy. We can access more. There's more dimensional gifts available to us. Suddenly we know we're not alone in this world. We never truly were. So she's been there the whole time. And not just in us, but in everything, in nature, everywhere you look. You can breathe her in with your intent. All the unseen realms, she's everywhere. But until we personally create that sacred union, that sacred marriage between our soul and our body, she stays quietly in the background, keeping us alive, allowing us to make choices without much interference. When we do finally allow her into our lives and do that through our soul, everything changes. You have more energy to do the things you want and need to do. You have the courage and the gumption to do the things you want and need to do. People start showing up to help you do the things you want and need to do. And you can suddenly begin to imagine a world where there is no fear, where you can actually trust people again, where you can just breathe and relax and know the world is a safe place to be. How do we do that? How do we get there? Well, I'm not the only one saying this. That's why I did the summit. There are tons of people out there telling you to connect to your soul. And there's a lot of folks that have heard Sophia's calling and put it out there themselves. Yes, you can do it with intention. Yes, you can pray. Yes, you can meditate. And as long as you are very diligent with that, that will work. But we're talking centuries of patriarchal programming designed to keep us weak, fearful, and asleep. One and done probably isn't going to do it. So I'm going to invite you to surround yourself with like-minded people. If you bought lifetime access, put your head in those videos and soak up everything you can soak up. Get the free gifts. I know some people have had a little confusion. It's like all of the videos are turned off now. So even if you go to the website, they aren't available through YouTube anymore. You'll have to purchase them through lifetime access to get them. So if you purchase lifetime access and you're hitting the button and nothing's happening, go to the button underneath. that says video. But my point with all of that is immerse yourself in it. Find ways to connect with like-minded people that will keep you on point, will keep you connecting to your soul however feels good for you to do it. Because the changes that we're seeing right now aren't going to go away. Some have predicted 2037 will be at the other side of this. That's still 7 years. And who knows? It's like all of this depends on the choices we make now. This is happening because of where the planet is moving in the, it's not some punishment, it's where the planet is moving out in the cosmos. We've hit the galactic rim, galactic light, the light of Sophia, who she is, her beingness is hitting this planet right now. So this means the golden age. This is coming. This is what we all take a ticket. This is what we all stood in line for to get here. We just didn't realize that we were going to be the cleanup crew. So now that we're here, how do we do this? That galactic light right now is activating our planet. The tectonic plates in our planet is activating our bodies, and it's changing our DNA. So we're all on a mad dash to create all these new tools to support us through these changes. But the one thing we need to figure out more than ever is that we all thought we were coming to a planet that was run by the heart. And when we got here, we were a little shocked. Some of you know I'm going to be a grandma again, and this was totally unexpected. And so I've been watching those AI baby videos, I confess. And there was one where this little one is, just an infant, but they have him running through the hall. And an adult asks him where he's going. He's like, says, I'm going to go find a doc and tell him to put me back in. A lot of us had that experience. Now, that's not to say that we don't love the planet, that we don't love nature, that we don't love the idea that we get to be here. But it wasn't what we were expecting. And the way we get it to where it is what we're expecting is to drop into our hearts and stay there all the time. Connect with your holy wisdom however you can. There were several guided meditations as free gifts. Do that. If you connect with avatars like Mary Magdalene or Yeshua, do that. However it works, do that. So what I really want to leave with you is that we don't have to be afraid. Everything we need is inside us. Getting sucked into the voices out there is a one-way ticket to toxic fear. Listen to the voice of your soul, however you do it, and that frequency will move us into the golden age with grace. So stay connected to her any way you can. The practices we've brought here are ones that she brings through you, because she will. And if you need some help along the way, some of you have already done this, and for those of you that have, let me know if you want to do it again. I'm opening back up, Stalking the Divine Sophia, Understanding the True Nature of the Divine Feminine. So it's 14-week class, and we begin September the 2nd, and we will explore more hidden teachings. So those of you that have taken it before, there's more of the Divine Feminine, never before revealed. We'll understand her true nature. We'll begin to know her in a new way, unencumbered by the teachings, doctrines, and rules of the past. You'll get to free yourself to explore her as she truly exists here, right now. Cultivate her energy around you, build it in your home, body, your world, and your planet. Tangibly build it. You can tangibly, in the physical realm, measure where there is an abundance of the Sophia frequency. And I will teach you how to build more of it in your home, in your body, and propagate it on the planet. So if we really want, if we really want to change the world, this is how we do it. Birthing the new earth is up to us, and we have all the help we need right at our fingertips. If you don't want to struggle alone, now's your chance to make a choice for yourself and the planet. And this is the closest percentage I can come to, but I'm giving you I'm so glad. I'm giving you an almost 30% discount if you sign up by this Saturday, the 23rd. So, and yes, a portion of all the proceeds is going to go to Many Hopes again. So just FYI, everybody. If there is a secret to this life, this is it. The sound of what cannot be seen sings within everything that can. There's nothing more to it than that. It's by Brian Andreas. Sophia is holy wisdom. She is divine mother. She cannot be seen here in her physical form. Her frequency is too high to withstand this realm, especially now. But she's not left us or forsaken us. And because the veils are so thin, she can come through without being seen, but certainly be felt and known. But the only way she, this phrase, we are the hands and feet, we are the hands and feet. The only way she can work on this planet is shining through you. We all spring from her night of silent unknowing, where dreams come not, from that blessed nothingness that holds all and weaves together the loose ends of time and space. Let's dance and integrate all of the stuff we've learned today. Hang on here. Here we go. Move your body. Let all of it. So I will I'm going to send out another email with the recording of this for everyone. And then I will and it will also go on the lifetime access pages. And then I will put the link for more information in that email. All right. I give thanks to the elemental forces for holding space for us today. I give thanks for these amazing souls that are dedicated to doing their sacred work. And I close this circle in the light. All right, loves. See you soon.